marketing budget, strategic budget allocation for successful event marketing. So deciding on the size of your marketing budget for an event can be a complex task as it depends on several key factors. But if you understand these factors, then it will help you allocate your resources more effectively and ensure the success of your event. So here's some of the key factors that will affect your budget. The attractiveness of the concept. So if it's a really strong concept, then you won't have to spend as much. If it's a bit more generic, then you might have to spend more. Competition on the day, the price of your tickets, the size of your little customer base, and your profit and loss goals. So let's go through. Attractiveness of your concept. So the attractiveness of your event concept plays a significant role in determining your marketing budget. If you're introducing a new concept or bringing something exciting to a region for the first time, then there's a higher chance that you will have more organic demand. This means that you may not have to spend that much on marketing to sell tickets, as the novelty and excitement can drive word of mouth and organic interest. Now, if you're just doing the same event as everybody else and there's nothing unique, then you're going to have to spend more to reach more people. You also need to consider the competition on the day. So the level of competition on the day is a big factor. If your event is in a big city and there's lots of competing events, then you may have to spend more on marketing to break through the noise. Additionally, advertising costs can be higher in densely populated areas, further increasing your budget needs. Now, the price of your tickets. This can directly impact your marketing budget as well. The more expensive the ticket, the smaller your potential audience, which means you'll need the budget higher to reach and convert your target attendees. For more expensive ticketed events, a high marketing budget is necessary to ensure you attract enough attendees to meet your revenue goals. Also, the size of your loyal customer base. So if you have a large mailing list, then you can spend less on marketing because you'll be able to reach more and sell more tickets that way. Announcing the event and creating awareness through organic channels will likely result in sales, saving you money on paid advertising. So leveraging that existing customer base can really reduce your marketing expenses. And also profit and loss, ultimately your marketing budget needs to align with your profit and loss goals. So it's essential to ensure that your marketing expenses do not outweigh the potential revenue from ticket sales. So how can you estimate your marketing budget? So one way we do it is take 15% of the average ticket price and multiply that by the capacity. Now, this 15% is kind of an average, or it's a bit of a high number. You could go somewhere between 8 and 12% as well. So if it's a really strong concept, you could get away with spending 8%. If it's a bit weaker, maybe 12 to 15%. So for some examples, if it's a £20 average ticket price, 300 capacity, that would be a £900 marketing budget. And just to see some more examples of how that would scale, here's a table, which will also be in the lesson notes. So how can you optimize your budget? Once you've decided on the budget for your event, there's many things you can do to make sure that it's not wasted. So check and optimize daily. You want to every morning, you want to analyze your paid media campaigns from the previous day. You want to turn off any creatives or ad sets which are coming out too expensive. You can also set up automated rules, such as on Meta, to increase or decrease your spend based on performance. And again, this will save you having to do it manually every morning. You always want to invest in quality creative assets. The better the assets, the more effective your campaigns. So if the videos don't grab people's attention in the first 3 seconds, then you're going to end up spending loads of money. Also, strategic timing. Make sure that you increase your budgets around launches and paydays, and then decrease budgets on the weekends or mid-month when people have less disposable income or aren't on their phones. Also, make sure you're targeting the correct audiences. You want to use past data and insights from previous customers to inform your targeting for paid media campaigns. You want to use age, gender, and location metrics while setting up campaigns to make sure you're targeting the right people. Also, make sure that your pixel tracking is set up correctly for paid media campaigns so you can actually see the direct cost per specific action, such as complete registration, add to cart, purchase, allowing you to see which audiences and creatives are performing the best. Also, opt for longer paid media campaign durations. If you try to spend a large budget in a short period of time, then you're going to see more expensive results. as you need to wait for these users to come online, and then you're in a bidding war with all the other advertisers. So a quick final tip, I would always spend early and then monitor daily. So many promoters are pretty tight with their budgets to begin with, and then towards the end of the campaign they get wildly desperate and spend way more money than they initially planned to. So it's much easier to invest more upfront and get those early sales, as everybody that buys the ticket will become an ambassador for your event, and as soon as you reach the kind of the threshold, then the campaign will naturally snowball. So yeah, always make sure you plan your maximum budget, make sure there's a generous launch budget, make sure you're always gathering data, and avoid any of that desperate last minute spending. So that's it for your marketing budget lesson. Check out the lesson notes, and I will see you in the next video.